Okay, so we got one more trip planned for the summer of 2017. Where are we going?
Colorado, Utah, California, Idaho, and Wyoming.
Idaho and Wyoming. What's happening at the end?
Oh, at the end is the big grand finale.
Yeah, the total solar eclipse. The great solar eclipse is going to cross across America. That's happening. Today is actually July 30th. The eclipse is August 21st, and we're going to take our time getting there. Take about 20 days or so to get there, and we're going to enjoy ourselves along the way.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you ready to go?
All right.
All right, let's pack.
The wind we let go, we'll be free. So forget the fear, come out of hiding, breathe in the air. We are deciding now. Let's get carried away, yeah. With every day you feel yourself getting closer. No looking back.
We've got one important stop to make before we hit the road. This is what we picked up at our one stop.
We've never been so close. Can't you see the wind we let go? We'll be free. So forget the fear, come out of hiding, breathe in the air. We are deciding now. Let's get carried away,
What's your hat say?
WDCS.
What does that mean?
We do cool.
WDCS.
We have a drive-by.
White Sands National Monument sits on a chunk of land that's carved out of the middle of the Army's White Sands Missile Test Range. In fact, just north of here is the Trinity Test Site, where the first atomic bomb was tested. Yes, it is August. Yes, it is hot. But it's a dry heat, hey? There's day use facilities and some limited first come first serve hiking camping. We actually came at a good time. The morning's rain helped cool things down. We've tried to camp here before, but we were turned away because of missile testing. Apparently that happens a lot. There's even a sign for it. That is not a big white mud pie, but it's actually a 12,000-year-old fossilized mammoth footprint. You see, this place looked very different 12,000 years ago. Footprints, impressions, and trackways were left behind in the gypsum lake bed and eventually hardened and fossilized. Most people don't get to see these, but White Sands has what is probably the world's largest collection of fossilized human footprints, about 12,000 years old. This is gypsum. This is what erodes to make the white sand. A sample like this is probably not locally sourced. I almost guarantee this was bought for resale to tourists. We drove all day yesterday, so this is the first real day of our trip. It's beautiful here. We got here early so that we could get a campsite. We're gonna stay here the night and try and take some night sky pictures. First time that any of us have ever camped at White Sands. We're in the shade.
And this is what we do when we camp.
wait for the dark.
Cheers. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm enjoying my book. Well, they're short stories. They're all different stories. One guy got conked on the head, back of the head, with a big rock as they were rock climbing, and he had temporary paralysis. He couldn't move his arms or his legs, and he was like dangling. And then one guy got shot by his own gun because he leaned it up against a car or something, and it was real windy, and he walked to look at some scenery, and it fell over and shot him in the leg. One guy fell on the ice. He had a hard time getting out because every time he grabbed hold of the ice, it would flap. So far, nobody's died.
Kara's first time, right?
Yes, ever camping or doing anything.
Awesome.
We're heading toward Eagle Nest Lake State Park in New Mexico for one night of camping. We're in our new tent, and this is our family tent because we're family now. I guess you can tell the wind is high, and that makes for an enjoyable night in a tent.
Every step you find yourself down a dark road with nothing left, just second guessing tomorrow and what follows. There's a story waiting for you in the distance. Keep moving forward cause you don't want to miss it.
It's raining.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it raining?
Because we're camping.
We've never been so close.
It's the next day, and we're on our way to Denver when we pass through Cimarron Canyon State Park to see this. This rock formation is called a sill. It's called the Palisades Sill.
Exciting now. Let's get carried away, yeah. With every day you feel yourself getting closer. No looking back, keep pushing on till you get there. Yeah, you're gonna get there. No, 'cause nothing good has ever come easy. We've come too far to give up now. We've never been so close. Can't you see the way we let go?
In geology, a sill forms deep underground when magma leaks up through buried rock layers and spreads out horizontally in a sheet between layers.
Let's get carried away, yeah.
The magma eventually cools and forms a young, igneous rock layer that's sandwiched between older layers. In the case of the Palisades Sill, erosion from the Cimarron River over millions of years removed the top layers and exposed the sill's edge, as you see here.
Let's get carried away, yeah. We never.
Okay, from here we're traveling north into Colorado, and we'll be there for a couple of days at least. We're going to a wedding, probably the Denver Zoo, and maybe this time we'll make it into the Rocky Mountain National Park. Hopefully.
Exciting now. Let's get carried away, yeah.
Thank you for watching.